آله وصحبه أجمعين. So last time we stopped at the different types of the plural, and we said that we have two types of plural, two types of the sound plural: جمع المذكر السالم وجمع المؤنث السالم. The masculine sound plural and the feminine sound plural. And the word sound, this means that it does not change, or there are no unexpected changes in the word in the when we turn it into the plural. While with جمع التكسير there is a big change in the word after we make جمع التكسير. Then we said that جمع المذكر السالم, we add واو نون and يا نون. So for the word Muslim, for example, it becomes مسلمون or مسلمين. And the واو نون indicates the مرفوع, the nominative case, while the يا نون indicates منصوب and مجرور, the accusative and the genitive cases. And we said that this noon is always with a fatha, whether it is واو noon or ya noon, it is with a fatha. So muslimuna, muslimina, when we connect the words to the other words after them. So muslimina. And we made the difference between the ya noon of the plural and the ya noon of the dual, al-muthanna. We said that the noon of muslimina has got a fatha, while the noon of muslimaini has got a kasra. And the quality of the ya is also different because this is a mad, harfu mad, muslimina, while this is harfu lin, muslimay, main, maini. So the ya is different and the noon is different, but they look the same without the harakat. And we said that in the Quran we have Muslimaini only mentioned once, but Muslimina is mentioned tens of times. And we had some exercises saying that Sa'im becomes Sa'imuna, Sa'imina, and Muslim becomes Muslimuna, Muslimin. For Jam' al-Mu'annas al-Salim, we said that it is by adding an alif ta to the single female. And if it is single female, then it ends with a ta marbuta. So we drop the ta marbuta and we add the alif ta. So Muslima becomes Muslimat. Mu'mina becomes Mu'minat. And then we said that because it is just one marker only, the alif and ta, we return to the origins for the cases, the dhamma, the fatha, the kasra, in order to make sure that is this marfu or mansub or majroor. So we said that if it has got a dhamma or tanween dhamm, this is marfu', nominative. And if it has got a kasra, then it is accusative or genitive, mansub or majroor. And these are the only two harakat that we use with the alif ta for jam' al-mu'annas al-salim. So we never use the fatha with jam' al-mu'annas al-salim. Okay, so again, muslimuna, muslimina, but muslimatu, muslimati. Okay, so this is what we covered last week, and we gave you a homework, and mashallah, I have seen some of your homework, and most of it is correct, and you did a good job by getting and finding words that have got waw and noon, and they are plural, masculine sound, and alif ta, which are masculine, feminine sound, plural. So all of you got the feminine right, but for the masculine, some of you made some mistakes by using verbs and not nouns. That's why it is important not just to search using your apps for the Quran, but to understand the meaning of the words that you're getting. So if the word, for example, say الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ, so the translation is those who believe. So those who believe, there is no noun, there is a verb. Believe, the word believe is a verb. We need a noun. So the واو known at the end of the verb is one marker for the verb. When we inshallah study the verb, we will talk about it in more details, as Sheikh Osama said. But it is important that to make this test, to drop the واو known and to see what is remaining. Is it a single noun, ism, or not? If it is a single noun, singular, then yes, this is a plural sound masculine. If it is a verb, so if you say, for example, muslimuna, then you drop the waw noon, you are left with muslim, which is a noun. But يذهبون or يأكلون, and then you drop the waw noon, you are left with يأكل, which means to eat. So this is a verb. So this is not a sound plural. Do you have any questions on this?
No.
Alhamdulillah, all okay? Great. So now let's get back to the third type of plural, which is جمع التكسير. And the beauty of the Arabic language lies with جمع التكسير. And the beauty of the Quran lies with جمع التكسير. So جمع التكسير, it's called the broken plural. Why is it called the broken plural? Because we don't now follow just adding alif ta or waw noon or ya noon. There are major changes that will happen to the word. Major changes. So before we see examples of Jamma Taksir, let's first give examples from English. So in English, how do you make the plural?
You add S or yes.
Okay, you add S or AS. So if you have the word like student, for example, the plural would be students, right? Okay. But
Yes.
then, okay, good, great. Bismillah. Just let me see. Students. But then you have some irregular nouns, like the word man, for example. If you would like to get the plural of man, what is the plural?
Men.
So it is not men's. Okay. So we have some irregularities also in English, which mean that the whole word changed. The whole word changed, and it does not have a rule. It is just one word changed to another word. So what is the plural of ox?
Oxen.
Oxen. So here we do not use S or ES, we just use EN. And what is the plural of sheep?
Sheep.
Sheep. So the same thing, sheep. So you see that even in English we have some words that are in the plural irregular. The difference is that these are few words in English. They are no more than 20 words in the whole language. But in Arabic, there are many words that are like this, and we have a way to deal with them. So also in English, before we leave with English, what is the plural of mouse?
Mice.
Okay. So Jan says that the plural of mouse is mice. That's good. Like is this the only plural? Can we say mouses?
If you have a mouse for a computer.
Yeah, that's right. So if you mean the mouse for the computer, you can say mouses. But if you refer to the animal, then you can say mice. What is the plural of brother?
Brothers.
Brothers.
Brethren. Or brethren.
But you also have brethren, right? So if you are referring to your blood brother, then you would use the word brother. If you are referring to brothers in the ideology or in the religion, you say brethren. Okay. So you can see also that sometimes we have one word that has more than one way of making the plural. It can have more than one plural, and each plural is used differently or carries a different sense of the meaning. So with the broken plural, we have similar things. So we can have, for example, a word like talib. طالب. So what's a طالب?
Student.
Student, yeah. طالب is a student. Oops, sorry. طالب is a student. So do you know what is the plural of طالب?
Taliban.
Okay. So we have,
طالبون.
okay, so let's see.
طلاب.
Okay, so we have, you see, all the plural that you mentioned are correct. So we have طلاب, we have طلبة, we have طالبون, which is a sound plural, right? But each one of them has got a different connotation of the meaning. So طلاب means student. So the word طالب, we need to look at the root of the word. So how many letters are in the word طالب?
3. Ta, lam, ba.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So as it stands now, it has got 4 letters,
All
right?
letters.
Yeah. But the root should have 3 only. So what are the 3 that we will consider to be the root of طالب?
طلبة.
طلبة. Okay. The ta, the lam, and the ba. طلبة. So remember, we said that the root is always 3 letters. And the 3 letters will give a meaning. So the word طالب, in fact, has got this alif in the middle. This alif in the middle made the root, and the root is always a verb. So the root is always a verb. So طلبة means to seek. Okay, so طلبة is in the past, but because the past is the original form in Arabic, when we translate it with the infinitive. We say to do something. So طلبة, to seek. And طالب would mean a seeker. So طلاب means seekers of knowledge. Seekers of knowledge, these are the students. طلاب. But then the word طالبون means that seekers to kills. They are ones who are seeking you to harm you. طالبون. That's why it is not widely used. It is used in classical Arabic literature mostly. طالبون. Or people who come to propose to a lady in marriage. They are also called talibun. So if more than one person is proposing to a lady, they are called talibun. Then we have the word talaba, which refers to a few number, a smaller number of students, or just a group of students. Not all the students, but a group of students. So we have different types of the plural, and each type of the plural has got a meaning or has got a connotation of the meaning. So the question is, how do we know what is the correct format first of the Jam' al-Taksir, and how do we know the differences between these all? So in order to do this, as I said, first we need to get familiar with the roots. And we said that the roots are always having 3 letters. So it is a skill that you need to develop. When you look at a word, then you know what the root is. So for example, if I say the word فقير, so what is the root of فقير? Which are 3 letters. What are the 3 letters?
and أرى.
فقرة. Yeah, that's right. فقرة. And all that have got fathas. فقرة. فقرة. And this means that the ya is the added letter. The added letter here is the ya. So one way to make it easy for you is that all the added letters are grouped in one word. Can you remember this word? We mentioned this word before. Just one word has got all the letters that are added to the roots. So if you find any of these letters, it is most likely to be an added letter. Who can remember that? Okay. So the word is سألتمونيها. 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 This is a word which means you asked me for it. So if you find a sin, it is most likely an added letter. The alif, the lam, the ta, the mim, the waw, the noon, the ya, the ha, the alif, and the hamza. Here is the hamza and here is the alif. So these letters, if you find them in a word, most likely one of these would be an added letter. So in faqir, we found the ya, for example. In talib, here, we found the alif at the end. So a word like istakshafa. Istakshafa. What would be the root of this, even if you don't know its meaning?
كشف.
Kashafa, excellent. Mumtaz, kashafa. So you see the skill that you are developing, kashafa. SubhanAllah. We see that the alif, the sin, and the ta are from Sa'altumuniha. We drop them, then we are left with kashafa. So kashafa means uncover, and istakshafa means to explore. Okay. Now another one. Istaslama. Istaslama. What would the root be?
Salama.
Salama. That's right. Salama. Okay, so we drop the alif, the sin, and the ta, and the other sin would be one original letter of the root, salama. Okay, based on knowing the roots, then we need also to know the patterns. What are the patterns? These are called in Arabic awzan. But this will help us a lot when we come to the verbs, inshallah. The awzan, or in English, the patterns. There are certain patterns in Arabic that we follow, and these are like 99% are fixed. So for example, we saw that the root is fa'ala, right? 3 letters, and the 3 letters rhyme with the word fa'ala.
What does fa'ala means? Is there a meaning?
Fa'ala, a verb to do. So verb to do. We said that the root is always a verb, and the verb is an action. And if the verb is an action, the verb that denotes the action is verb to do, fa'ala. So whenever we mention now the awzan, we will get them based on fa'ala. And this means that when we said kashafa, this rhymes with fa'ala. Faqara, fa'ala. Talaba, fa'ala. So the word fa'ala is the, let's say, the default wazn or the default pattern for the root. So this is the root would be fa'ala. If we would like, for example, to make the noun or the doer or the agent, someone who did something, or as we call it in English, the present participle. The present participle, someone who does something, then you use the pattern fa'il. So, for example, I know that talaba means to seek. How do I say seeker? Seeker of knowledge. This would be what?
طالب.
Talib. Mumtaz. Excellent. Talib. What about alama or alima? What will be the person doing it?
Alim.
Alim. Excellent. Alim. So we know now that this pattern, fa'il, would always give us the doer, the person who does something. So the person who does something, this is called the pattern of fa'il or wazn fa'il. So we'll get talib and you get alim. And of course you get the ta marbuta if you would like to get the female taliba and alima, for example. Okay. This is good. This is just an introduction. We'll get into more details on this, inshallah, when we get into the verbs. Now, for the broken plural, we have certain patterns. أوزان. So, جمع التكسير. They are called broken because there is major change that happened, letters added or letters dropped. Okay. So, the first pattern, الوزن الأول. So, these are like the common patterns in جمع التكسير. The first pattern is called فعل. So you see, it looks like فعل, but it has got all dhammas. So فعل, the root has got all fatha. فعل. Now
Excuse
this
me,
pattern
Sheikh.
says,
Sorry, Sheikh. I'm sorry to interrupt. Can
yes,
you go a little slower, please?
yes,
I'm so
sure.
sorry. I'm finding it
no,
hard to keep up.
no problem, no problem. We can review this again. So again, we say that the root of the word has got the rhyme of فعل. Okay, so طلب, to seek, rhymes with فعل. And also we have أكل, for example, to eat. كشف, to uncover something. Okay, so the awzan or the patterns are changes that happen to the word فعل, and if you just apply them to the root and make the changes based on this, then you will get the form that you need, which means that you don't need to memorize separate words. You can just memorize the root, and based on knowing the root, you can apply the different awzan to get the words that you want. I will give another example. So in English, what is kataba?
What is it, Sheikh?
The word kataba, to write. Yeah, okay. So we have kataba. Kataba, how many letters are there?
Three
Three.
letters.
3 letters. This means that this is the root. We have already the root, and it has got 3 fathas. So this is already the root. We don't need to search for a root for that. Kataba means to write. Or in fact, and the exact word means he wrote. But as we said that the basic thing in Arabic is the past, so we translate it into the infinitive. So we say to write. Kataba. So kataba rhymes with what word for fa and ain and lam?
فعل.
Fa'ala. Okay, yeah, this is the root, fa'ala. Now, grammarians, Arab grammarians say if you would like to get the person who writes, use fa'il. So kataba would become what?
كاتب.
Katib. Okay, now this is good. Now, if you would like to get something that is written, so the object, you use maf'ul. So they tell you use maf'ul. How we apply maf'ul to kataba?
مكتوب.
Maktub. So you see what you are doing? These 3 letters, the kaf, the ta, and the ba, they relate to the fa, the ain, and the lam. And here the alif had been added, so we added an alif. Here a meme was added, so we add a meme. And the waw was added, so we add a waw. You see? So it is mostly about the rhyming of the patterns. The meme.
So Sheikh,
Yes.
this is Mohammed. So basically, if we memorize all the falas and all the patterns
Yeah.
of fala,
Yeah, you know,
then
you need just to get familiar with the awzan, with the patterns,
okay,
and then you
we
can apply them
it.
to any word.
Yeah.
So sorry, Sheikh. So you're saying the fa'al is a noun.
No, fa'ala is the root, and the root
I know,
is
but
always a verb.
katib is a noun.
Yes, the
To
noun
make
that
a
denotes,
noun, you add an alif. Is that what you're saying?
yes, but
And
noun
to-
for a person, not just any noun, a person who does something.
So noun for a person, you add an alif, but the maktub is what?
Something
The
that is
action?
written.
Sorry?
No, it is the object, something that is written.
Is written.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. So we have fa'il, someone, the doer who does something. Okay? That's why we call it the present participle in the grammar words. We call it the present participle. Maktub is the past participle. So this would be the doer of something, and this would be the thing itself, the thing that is written, or the thing that is done. Okay, let's do another example, just like this, for the verb qatala. So what is qatala?
To kill?
To kill. So who is a killer?
قاتل.
قاتل. Excellent. قاتل. And what is a killed person, a murdered person?
مق...
Yes.
مقتول.
مقتول. That's it. ممتاز. So you see, قتل, to kill or to murder. قاتل is the murderer or the killer. مقتول is the murdered or the killed person or the victim. So rather than knowing all these words, you just need to know the root. The root is قتل, and recall the أوزان. The أوزان tells you that if it is the person, then use فاعل. If it is the person or the patient, the thing that was affected, then it is used the pattern of مفعول. Okay. It happens all the time, and it applies to all the words in this way. So قتل. Let's have another word like فهم. فهم. فهم to mean what?
To understand.
To understand. So someone who understands would be
فاهم.
فاهم. And something that is understood would be
مفهوم.
مفهوم. مفهوم. مكتوب. مقتول. مفهوم. Okay?
Sheikh, I have a question.
Yes. So
Okay.
first, Sister Jihan, is this clear to you now?
Much clearer. جزاك الله خير.
Alhamdulillah. Yes, brother, go on.
Assalamu alaikum. Please don't
Alaikum
get confused. I'm using my wife's account, so it might be coming that way. This is Faisal. Quick question.
Yes.
What percentage of verbs use this pattern, generally speaking?
The pattern of fa'ala,
Yes.
80%.
So there is 20% exception.
Not exception, but other patterns.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you.
Other patterns. So inshallah, this will help you a lot. Okay. So alhamdulillah with that. Right. So now we
The
move
last
to
one you mentioned, Makfoon. Is it written correct?
mafhum. So fahima, fahamim. And
Yeah.
here I added the meme at the beginning and the wow in the middle here.
But Makfoon.
Where is makful? Maqtul, this one?
Oh, Maktoon. So
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah, maqtul is for qatala, to murder. Qatala, qatil, maqtul.
Okay.
So yeah, so rather than saying the thing written here, we say the affected. So the person, the affected entity or the affected. Okay, مفعول. طيب. Now let's go to the broken plural because it has some common patterns. أوزان. Okay. So the first pattern is used, which is فعل. 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 ضمة for the first letter, ضمة for the second letter, ضمة for the third letter. The most common words are رسول becomes رسل. رسل. رسل, which means messengers or prophets. رسلs. Okay, in fact, it is messengers, not prophets. A word prophet is Nabi, has got a different thing. So, Rasul. We have this in the Quran in Surah Al-Baqarah. Surah Al-Baqarah, we have تلك الرسل. تلك الرسل فضلنا بعضهم على بعض, right? كلا نقص عليك من أنباء الرسل ما نثبت به فؤادك. So here is the example. تلك الرسل. So you see Ra has got a Dhamma, Sin has got a Dhamma, and Lam has got a Dhamma. تلك الرسل. And you can listen to it.
الرسل. الرسل.
Okay. And you can see also that there is a Shadda on the Ra, right? So why do we have a Shadda here on the Ra?
This is lam of Qamariya.
ممتاز. This is a lam shamsiya.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Lam Shamsiya, not Qamariya.
Yeah, lam
Definitely don't
shamsiya.
pronounce this lam.
Yeah, so we don't pronounce this lam. It doesn't have any marker, so it is dropped. Because it is dropped, we have to compensate for the dropping of the lam by doubling the letter after it. So the ra has got the shadda. And we say tilkar, from the fatha of the kaf directly to the ra. Tilkar rusulu, tilkar rusulu. So the word ar-rusul means the messengers. So we say that the word rusul is plural, and it does not follow the waw nun or the ya nun or the alif ta, because it is a broken plural. So what does it follow? It follows pattern number one, fu'ul. Another one is surur. Surur. Ala sururin mawduna. We have this also in the Quran. Ala sururin mutaqabilin. So the singular is sarir, but the plural is surur. And then we have humur. Humur, which is the plural of himar. Humur. Okay, himar and humur. You can have one word that has more than one plural, and we said, yeah, this is okay, and it has got different shade of the meaning. So we have hamir in the Quran, and we have humur also in the Quran. So both are used, hamir and humur. So let's see in the Quran for the word himar and hamir. We have the singular, we have the plural, and we have two different types of plural, and both of them are broken plural. Jama' taksir. So himar, let's say the word himar. One ayah is in Surah Al-Jumu'ah. كمثل الحمار يحمل أسفارا. Here is the word الحمار. كمثل الحمار يحمل أسفارا. So this is the singular, الحمار. For the plural, we have إن أنكر الأصوات لصوت الحمير in Surah لقمان. الحمير. والخيل والبغال والحمير لتركبوها. So in Surah النحل. والخيل والبغال والحمير. الحمير, which means the donkeys. So the horses, the mules, and the donkeys to ride. الحمير. And الحمير here is a broken plural, but it doesn't follow pattern number one. We will see what pattern it will follow. So where is pattern number one? حمر.
Mudathir.
Surah Al-Muddathir. So what does Surah Al-Muddathir say? حمر مستنفرة, right? كأنهم حمر مستنفرة فرت من قسورة. فما تنفعهم شفاعة الشافعين فما لهم عن التذكرة معرضين كأنهم حمر مستنفرة أو مستنفرة حمر مستنفرة فرت من قسورة. So what is the difference between saying humur and saying hamir? This is the beauty of the language now, to see why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used hamir in one context and used humur in another context. And both of them mean the plural of donkey, right? So we know that the word humur with this dhammas refers to a few in the number. Jam'a qilla. Jam'a qilla, which means that they are a few in the number from 3 to 9. From 3 to 9. This is Jam'a qilla, which is a plural that denotes a few number. But if it is like common or referring to a big number, then we just use another pattern. So Hamir, in the ayah of Surah Al-Nahl, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says He created for us the Hamir. He created for us the donkeys to ride. So he's referring to all the donkeys. But in this ayah, he's referring to the kafirin, that they are flocking away from the Quran, and they don't want to listen to the Quran, as if they were a group of donkeys, wild donkeys, that are flocking away and heading away from a lion. The word qaswara means a lion, as if they are afraid to be eaten. And so, because this example is just referring to a few number of the kuffar in Mecca, it suits that we do not use hamir. We use another format, another pattern, which is humur. كأنهم حمر مستنفرة. Understand this? And we'll see, inshallah, more than this, and you can have your own like exploration and your own journey of exploration of the different types of the Jam' al-Taksir in Arabic and in the Quran. So this is pattern number one. Still with pattern number one, we have others here. Oh, sorry. Let's get this out.
So it's always 3 to 9. Why you say 9? Like, just a question.
Yeah,
Not-
what they say 9? Why
Yeah.
do I say 9? Because the early Arabs make a difference between numbers that come before, after 9 and before 9.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
before 9, this would be, okay, I'm sorry. This would be like a few in the number. And if it is a few in the number, then it will be treated differently. So still with pattern number one, we have kutub. So fu'ul, kutub, kutub. This is the plural of kitab. Kutub. فيها كتب قيمة سورة البينة. You remember it? مدن, the plural of Medina. مدن. Judud, things that are new. Jadid and judud. So this all is in pattern number one. Okay, so let's read them. Who would like to read words for pattern number one? Say the singular and then the plural. Okay?
I can do first one.
Yes.
Rasulu, Rusulu.
Rusulun. Okay. Muhammad?
Sariru.
Mm-hmm.
Sururu.
Sururu. Yeah. Sururun. And Afia?
Himarun. Oh, Himaru. Humuru.
Humuru. Yeah. Dhamma all the way. Humuru. Qasim?
كتاب كتب
Kutubun. Jihan?
Madinatun, mudunu.
Mudunu. Safa?
جديد جدد.
Jududun. That's right. Mumtaz. Now pattern number two. Pattern number two would say fu'ul. So the word fu'ul now turns into fu'ul. So still dhamma, but a longer dhamma after the ain turns it into waw. Fu'ul. Okay. So some of the words are in the Quran, some are not in the Quran, like fasl, like a season or a classroom, or yes, or a chapter in a book. The plural would be fusul, fu'ul, fusul. Jayb, which is a pocket, becomes juyub. Khayl, which is a horse, or like the race of horses, then that becomes khuyul. Saf, a line, becomes sufuf. Dharf, which is envelope, becomes dhuruf. Dhuruf. In the Quran, we have the word nafs. So what is the plural of nafs?
Nufus.
Nufus. Ah, mashallah. So nafs becomes what? Nufus. Nafs. Nafs becomes nufus. But if they are few in number, it also becomes anfus.
Brother, nafs means soul, or
means the soul.
and what is ruhu?
What is what?
Ruhu? This is another word? No?
Ruh, the spirit.
Spirit. Okay.
Yeah. So the soul is nafs, and the spirit is the ruh.
What is self, Sheikh?
What is what?
Self.
Yeah, self means that. That.
What is the difference between soul and spirit?
You have to attend my other class,
Oh,
inshallah,
yes.
in psychology to know the difference between these.
But in one sentence,
Subhanallah, so words sometimes are used interchangeably. So the Quran sometimes can refer to the ruh as nafs and the nafs as ruh, but sometimes they are also used differently. So the word ruh, the spirit, which is the higher part of the human psyche, which is linked to Allah, the spiritual part, and the one that gets you into doing the good deeds. The nafs is the part that is inclined to the earth, the one that has got the desires and the selfishness. This is the nafs.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
Sheikh,
that's why
what is anfas? I'm sorry.
yeah. So I'm saying that nafs has got nufus, which is pattern number 2. Okay, right?
Right.
Nufus. Nufusu. So we have in the Quran nufus, but we can also have anfus. So I'm just giving you in addition. Anfus is also mentioned in the Quran at the plural of nufus. So why anfus is used? Again, this is a few. This refers to a few people. And we will see that when we come to this pattern, af'al, it always refers to a few of the number. So let's see where we have nufus in the Quran. Bismillah. نفوس. وإذا النفوس زوجت. Remember this part in سورة التكوير, right? إذا الشمس كورت وإذا النجوم انكدرت وإذا الجبال سيرت وإذا العشار عطلت وإذا الوحوش حشرت وإذا البحار سجرت وإذا النفوس زوجت. When all the souls are grouped or coupled together. Nufus, the word nufus. In the same surah and in the same page, we have other words that follow the second pattern, fu'ul. Can you get them?
Is it wuhush?
Wuhush, yeah, so wuhush. Without even knowing its meaning, what it the singular would be?
Vahash or buhush?
Wahsh, yeah, wahsh. So nafs, nufus. Wahsh, wuhush. There is still a third one that followed the same pattern.
Suhuf.
Suhuf does not have a wow.
Oh,
So suhuf is pattern number 1. You remember fu'ul, rusul, surur, suhuf works with pattern number 1. But we need a pattern that has got a full wow. Fu'ul.
Nujum in the second ayah.
Nujum.
Nujum, that's right. Nujum. So you say nujum, wuhush, nufus. And what is the singular of nujum?
Najm.
Najm. So nafs, najm, wahsh. The singular rhyme in the same way and the plural rhyme in the same way. النجوم الفعول الوحوش الفعول النفوس الفعول. While الصحف is الفعل, which is pattern number 1. Okay? So النفوس الوحوش النجوم. These are examples. Okay? So I said that the Quran also uses another pattern for the word nafs, which is anfus. Anfus. And we see here خسروا أنفسهم الله أعلم بما في نفوسهم. For example, this ayah, الله أعلم بما في نفوسهم. Sayyidina Hud alayhi salam, his people, the wealthy among his people, said to him, we will not believe you or believe to you except when you deny those poor people around you because they are so filthy and we do not want to be with them. So he said for them, no, I cannot do this. In fact, this is Sayyidina Nuh. I cannot do this. Allahu a'lamu bima fi anfusihim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows about what is in their souls. So he is not referring to all the souls of the human beings. He's referring to the souls of a few group of poor people who believed in him. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used the word anfusihim and not nufusihim. This
What
can
does
be.
bima mean, Sheikh?
What is what?
Bima in this
Bima?
verse? Yeah.
Yeah. Allahu a'lamu. Allah knows better. Bima. You remember B means in.
In ma means
Okay.
what? Or
Means what? Yeah. Ma means what? So Allah knows what is in their souls.
Which
Fi
surah was
means
this?
also what, right, Sheikh?
Yes.
Is it Surah Hud?
Yeah, this is Surah Hud. Yeah, I said Sayyidina Hud, but it is Surah Hud, and the speaker is Sayyidina Nuh. So Surah Hud, ayah number 31. So what were you saying, Faisal?
No, I was just like, it's really, really empowering when you know each word separately. Alhamdulillah. So that's why I was just asking you. One very quick question. Why we write in Arabic right to left, except for the numbers. Numbers are written like the way they're written. Why is that?
Okay, so the words, the numbers in Arabic are not written from left to right. They are written in a different format. So if it is just one letter, it will start from the right. If it is two letters, you are still in the right. So you say 21, for example, this would be 21. Or in fact, yeah. So now you start with the left and then the right. But if it is okay, so it depends on how you pronounce them, not how you write them. So for example, 21, you pronounce it from the right. 21. So you start from the right still. 21. If it is three letters, then you start from the left, you jump to the right, and you end in the middle. So you say 321. Okay, so it is not.
Jazakallah, Sheikh. I don't want to derail it, but I just wanted to.
Yeah,
quickly
don't confuse the other guys. So we have now covered two patterns of the Jam' al-Taksir. The first is fu'ul, the second is fu'ul. The third one is, okay, so we are just looking at the different types of the different types of the patterns, but you don't have to memorize all these words, just to get accustomed to them or to get familiar with them. The third pattern is very similar to pattern number one, but with one difference. So look at this third pattern. What is the difference?
Ain has fatha.
Ain has got fatha. So this one would become fu'ul. So the first was the first was fu'ul. This one, the third is fu'al. Fu'al. Okay. Fu'a. The ain has got a fatha. So fu'al. For this we have ghuraf. Ghurfa is one room. Ghuraf would be the plural. Al-jam'. Ghuraf. And in the Quran we have ghurafun mabniyah. Surah, we have suwar. Okay, suwar. Dawla, a country, we have dual. And still we have here ulba, ulab, usra, usar. Surah of the Quran, suwar. So we have surah with a sad, picture, and surah with the sin is surah of the Quran, suwar. So this is pattern number 3. Who would like to read? Sheikh Faisal?
Ghurfa?
Yes.
Ghuraf.
Ghuraf, that's right.
Surah.
Mm-hmm.
Surah.
No, Suwa.
Suwar. Suwar.
Yeah, Suwa, war. Yes.
Suwar. Dula.
Dawla.
Dawla. Is it fatah like on the?
So this waw has got a sukun, which means that it is not harfu mad. So it is not do, it is daw.
Daw.
Mm-hmm.
Dawla.
Mm-hmm.
Duwal.
Dual. That's right. Dual. Jazakumullah khair. Sister Afia.
Ulba. Ulab.
Ulab. And also?
Okay, continue. Usra. Usar.
That's right.
Surah. Suar.
Suwar. Suwar. Okay, mashallah. And in the Quran, we said that we have examples of this in the word ghuraf, for example. So let's see ghuraf. ghuraf. لكن الذين اتقوا ربهم لهم غرف مبنية. لا من فوقها غرف مبنية. لكن الذين اتقوا ربهم لهم غرف. غرف من فوقها غرف مبنية. غرف. This is the third pattern. فعل. Okay. ماشي الحال. Should we move on? This is pattern number 3. These are the common patterns of the broken plural. Sometimes it will be easy just to know one word for each pattern, and then you will develop what we call an intuition. So know this word, intuition. What is intuition?
It's your instinct.
Your instinct, that's right. Your guts tells you that this should be like this. It is in fact using analogy. You say, for example, if surah became suwar, I see that غرفة rhymes with surah because it starts with a dhamma here. It has got 4 letters, and this one has got 4 letters. It starts with one letter that has got a dhamma, and this starts with 1 letter that has got a dhamma. It ends with a ta marbuta. It ends with a ta marbuta. The middle have got a sukun, and this also has got a sukun. They rhyme exactly the same, غرفة and surah. So if I know that surah is suwar, then غرفة most likely would be غرف, and this is right. So your intuition, your instinct tells you that this is right. This is called analogy. This is called analogy. You just make something that is similar to another thing. Yes, Sheikh Qasim.
Just the examples you are showing here, all of them have tashkils there, but in regular, whatever Arabic, like you won't see those. So how would you still be able to see the pattern against those
Okay,
cases?
so our course is mainly focused on the Quran. And alhamdulillah, the Quran, it has got tashkil. But outside of the Quran, if you are trying to find the plural, then just get the correct pronunciation of the singular. If you are sure about the pronunciation of the singular, then you can complete the math. Okay, so this means that you just need to make sure that you pronounce the singular correctly. And for this, you may need also some dictionary work.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, some people would say, I cannot remember all these patterns. I just need something to tell me what is the plural quickly. So tell me just what is the plural of this word. I don't need to memorize all these patterns. We say, okay, no problem. You can have this. You can do this. And this is through the dictionary. You just look up the word in the dictionary, and the dictionary will get you the plural of it. But what dictionary to use? It has to be an Arabic English dictionary, right? Arabic English dictionary. And Arabic English dictionaries, in fact, we have three that are the best. From my experience, we have three dictionaries, Arabic English. We have many Arabic English dictionaries, but these are the best in the use. And the three, subhanAllah, were written by non-Muslims. So the three were written by non-Muslims. The first one is Hans Wehr, Dictionary of Modern Standard Arabic. This is the name of the dictionary, Hans Wehr. It was written by a German Orientalist who combined the Arabic words in a dictionary. The second one is called the Advanced Learner's Dictionary by Habib Salmon. Dictionary, Advanced Dictionary of Arabic. The third one, which is the biggest of them, is by Edward Lane. Edward Lane lived in the 18th century, and he made the biggest Arabic English dictionary in 18 volumes. And his book is called The Lexicon, the Arabic Lexicon. And this is the biggest Arabic English dictionary that you can use. Alhamdulillah, you don't have to buy any of these. All of them are available in the internet. And all of them are older versions, because the new versions will just give you the word and its meaning without giving any grammatical information about the word, without giving you whether it is pattern number 1 or pattern number 2, or is it a broken plural, or is it a singular, or is it a female, or is it male, and what is the plural of that. That's why I'm suggesting these. So where to get these? You go to the internet and you type Arabic lexicon. Arabic lexicon. Okay, so you write just Arabic lexicon, and the first result. This website, mashallah, has got 51 dictionaries. So if you look here at the word dictionaries, you have got all of these dictionaries. Some of these dictionaries are very old, like 1,000 years ago. And some of them are especially for the Quran, and most of them are Arabic, or sometimes Arabic other languages. But we are focusing on the Arabic English of these. So we first choose the dictionary that we want. So we just browse them, and then you will come to see the one that you want, which is this one, Habib Anthony Salmon, an Advanced Learner's Arabic English Dictionary. So this is one. Or if you would like to get the other one, which is the bigger one, this is called Lane's Lexicon. Lane's Lexicon. And if you did not choose a dictionary, the website will search in all the dictionaries that are available. So if we search for the word talib, we search for the word talib. Okay. The word talib, here we have, mashallah, lots of results from different dictionaries. But we don't want the Arabic dictionaries, because they give us lots of detail that we cannot understand as like non-native speakers of Arabic. So we need someone to explain in English. That's why it is better to choose the the dictionary from the beginning before you make the request for searching. So we use here dictionaries, and then we go down until we find the one that we need, Habib Anthony, for example. So Habib Anthony is here, and we search now for the word talib. Now you see the beauty. We searched for the word talib, but the result gave us the root, talaba. So even if you wrote the complete word talib, you will not get talib, you will get the root, talaba. Okay? So whatever you write, he will get you the root first, and from the root, he will give you all things that you need. So you don't need to read all of this unless you are interested in knowing the root of the word and the meaning. So sought, asked, demanded, required, wished for, and then you just go to the word that you need. So if you're here, for example, talaba. No, this is not what we want. So we go one down, 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 and then you will find talib. This is the one that we want. Make it bigger. Talib. So he says the plural is talaba, tullab, and tullab. So even tullab is one of the plural forms that is rarely used of the word talib. The one seeking or asker or inquirer or seeker or a student or a candidate. Okay, and then he gives you more and more about information from the root talaba. So in fact, just one word and reading it and its entry in the dictionary will give you a whole lecture about the how this word was transformed into the different patterns. So this website is really important for you.
Jazakallah khair. Yeah, thank you, Sheikh. A quick question. As we see that there are multiple plurals, sometimes we find, and then you explain that some of them are like few and then many. Is it true that for every single plural that you have in Arabic, a few and many, or in some? No.
Yeah, just some of them.
Okay.
And if you would like to know the details of these, then you use the bigger dictionary, which is Lane's dictionary, Lane's lexicon. You can also give it a try and search here for talib, for example, talib, and see what it will tell you. Now this is from Lane. As you can see, it gives more information and more abbreviations and more explanation. And طالبه, and then and you can expand on it. And it gives more examples. Okay. And more and more and more. Because
Alhamdulillah,
it's bigger.
very nice use of internet here. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
with opening 18 volumes and going through it would be nice.
It is very directly just to go to the one that you need. And as you can see, mashallah, the word talib only has got like 2 or 3 pages of explanation. That's why we said that you don't go there unless you are really interested in knowing more and more and more. But it is enough to go to the one that we mentioned, which is by Salmon, Habib Salmon, Arabi Inglisi متقدم. But if you just ask Google, Google will give you the meaning without any explanation of the grammatical like attributes related to the word. So this is something, inshallah, you can benefit from, and this website is really good. Once, inshallah, you develop your abilities more and more in Arabic language, you can even look at dictionaries that are Arabic. So you can write, like understand what is the meaning through the explanation of the Arabs themselves from the early times of Arabic. How about we take a break now, and then we come back to see the other patterns? Would this be okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so it is now 11:11. We come at 11:20.
Yes, inshallah.
Inshallah, I will stop sharing, but I will keep the recording on so that we will not miss it, inshallah. I'll turn off my camera. Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام شيخ.
وعليكم السلام.
وعليكم السلام.
Inshallah. I see Omar here and Murad. I didn't see you before. And then I see also
Sheikh, I joined a little bit late.
I see KK. Who is KK? And then
That's me,
Rizwan. Kareem. Okay.
Yes.
Kareem Khan. Yeah, okay. So 2 Ks, mashallah. So 2 Ks. This
Yes,
means.
Saniha's also listening.
Mashallah. And Sania is also. And your mother is here?
I don't think she was feeling well. I did call her, talk to her this morning, but maybe she'll catch up on the recording.
Inshallah. No problem. You're all welcome. Okay. So we'll continue, inshallah. And
I have a small question.
Yes. Sure.
I'm just trying to. Today's lecture looks like very interesting but difficult. So, how say M sound and also S sound or P sound, those two categories, and now these are different pattern is there. Is there any way to identify the broken one, or it is just from practice?
Yeah, so this is a good question. Jazakumullah khair, brother Azharul Haq. So he says, how do I know that a word follows the sound plural or the broken plural? Okay, so this is so we start by trying first to identify the singular. So if I have a word in the singular, like for example, if I have the word muhandis, what's a muhandis?
Engineer.
Engineer. Okay, so is this singular or plural?
Singular.
Singular. Is it male or female?
Male.
Male.
So if it is singular and male, then I have two options. Either it will be plural sound or plural broken, right? So I start by the plural sound. I just add the waw, noon, or the ya, noon. Muhandisun. Muhandisun. And check if this works or not. How do I check? I check either with a native speaker. I say to them, do you say muhandis, muhandisun, or a different thing? Or I check with the dictionary. Check with the dictionary, is this the correct plural or not? If it works, then I'm done. Alhamdulillah, that's good. So muhandisun and muhandisin both will work depending on the case. But if it does not work, like for example, the word miskin. So you know miskin? What is a miskin?
A poor person.
Poor person?
A poor person. So this is singular. This is male. If we try to add the waw noon, how would it be like?
Miskoon.
Miskinun.
Oh, miskoon.
Miskinun, right? Miskinun. So we'll say miskinun. Now, if you tell a native speaker Arabic miskinun, they will say, no, we don't say miskinun. And the dictionary will say, no, we don't use miskinun. So what do we use? They will tell you we use masakin. Masakin. Now, this is a different format, but I can see that masakin rhymes with or on the pattern of mafa'il. Right, mafa'il. So because if we look at the word masakin, let's get the root. What is the root from masakin?
Sakana.
Sakana. Yeah, sakana. Excellent. Sakana, which means that miskin itself has got an added meme and an added ya here. Miskin. So there is a pattern that says that if you have mif'il like this, the plural would be mafa'il. We have not like touched on it, but it exists. So this is one way of doing it, Sheikh Azhar. So we start by identifying the singular, that it is singular, that it is male, and then we add the waw noon. If it works, great. If it does not work, then we have to go to the broken plural. In the broken plural, we try to see which pattern this is. Now, if it is not singular, like if it is muhandisa, for example, what we will do?
We add alif and ta for
Yeah.
the sound plural.
Yeah, so the default thing is for a female singular, we drop the ta marbuta and we put the alif and ta, muhandisat. And then check, does this work? Do the Arabs use muhandisat? If it is a Quranic word, is it in the Quran? If yes, then alhamdulillah, it's done. But if it is not, like for example, baqarah. What's a baqarah?
Bakara.
Calf.
Cow.
It's a cow. It's a cow. Okay. Suratul Baqarah. Is it singular?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Male or female?
Female.
Male.
Yeah, female. It has got a ta marbuta. So what should you do?
Bakarat.
Baqarat. Yeah, you drop the ta marbuta and you add a ta, alif and ta. Baqarat. Well, Arabs would tell you, yes, baqarat exists, but we don't use it. Yeah, it is there, but it is rarely used. It is not the common one. So this is okay, but there is another one. So what is the other one? They will tell you baqar. Baqar. So this is on the wazn or the pattern of fa'al. And we haven't also looked at this. Baqar. So baqar, baqarun. In the Quran, Allah used the word baqar rather than baqarat. إن البقرة تشابه علينا. When Sayyidina Musa asked his people to slaughter a cow, they said, how does it look like? What is its color? And they asked many other questions. And finally they said, we are confused with the many baqar we have, with the many cows that are available. So
it's a broken plural, Sheikh?
It's a broken plural, yes. So it can be a sound female, like baqarat works, and baqar also works, but baqar is more common.
So it can be a broken plural or a regular.
Or a regular plural, yes. SubhanAllah.
And is there a regular plural in the Quran?
For the word baqar, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the Quran uses the word baqar, not baqarat. So they said, قالوا ادع لنا ربك يبين لنا ما هي إن البقرة. All the cows, شابه علينا, we will be confused. And then he says, إنه يقول إنها بقرة. So this is the singular, بقرة. And the plural would be البقر. As I said, so, this strategy gets you somewhere. So بقرة became بقرات, and this is right.
Dr. Antar, I guess back to Brother Asar's point then, I think, it's really a point of memorization. We need to know which plurals, okay, right?
Yeah, you need to get as many vocabulary as you can. This will help you.
Understood.
Yes. So Baqarah and Baqar now, alhamdulillah. I think we can just keep it enough for 3 patterns this time, and each time we will get more patterns so that you will not become more confused. And this will be like a skill that is developed by time. As I said, you will need to develop the intuition or the analogy, and you cannot develop the intuition without a wealth of vocabulary. This is something in English like adding the affixes. Adding the affixes, there is no rule for adding the affixes. For example, when should you add ism to a word, or mint, for example, like government and communism? Both are nouns, so mint is a marker for the noun, and ism is a marker for the noun. And then hood is also a marker for a noun, like kinghood. And then something like dam, like kingdom. So which word should we add dam to, or hood, or meant, or ism? There is no fixed rule. It all depends on how words are similar and you follow the similar things together. Or for example, saying the opposite of something, you say I'm unhappy, but you say, for example, he is disabled, or he is so why didn't you say, for example, unabled, not disabled? Or you say, for example, illegal, so why didn't you say dislegal? So if this is means not and this means not, they tell you there is no rule, but it depends on how many words are similar to each other. طيب, let's read from the book, inshallah, because we left the book for some time in order to give more explanation on this. So we have
Dr. Antar,
yes.
but I think Brother Faisal also touched upon this before. But from your strategy, what I'm understanding is that we're hitting some of the like, for example, you taught us the pattern for plural, and that was covering like 80%.
Yes.
Right? Like we're going after the big buckets first.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. So at least if we, I think for us, like a point of comfort, if we just focus on those big bucket items for now, maybe we will be able to, at least feel good about it.
Naam, inshallah. And that's why the book starts with a list of commonly used words in the Quran. The word list number 1 that has got the nouns. And you can see that when it gets you the noun, it will get you also the plural. So mu'min would get you mu'minat. Mu'minatun, it will get you mu'minat. Mu'minun, mu'mina. Ibna, banat. And then if it is, for example, a broken plural like ilah, it becomes aliha. And Jannah becomes Jannat. So memorizing the word list number 1 will help you a lot. Muhsinun, muhsinun. So this is the plural of it. Well, for example, Rasul, Rusulun, Mursalun, Mursalun. So subhanallah, the word Mursal means also a messenger, but it follows the rule. So Mursalun, sound plural. Rasul, which is the more common word, has got the plural Rusul. And we have in the Quran Mursalun, and we have Rasul, and we have Mursal, and we have Rasul. All of them. So please memorize the word list number 1, because this will help you a lot with most of the words in the Quran. And because in the second level, inshallah, we have another word list number 2 that has got the verbs and the common verbs. Okay. Sheikh Qasim, you raised your hand?
No, I didn't raise my hand. Yeah.
Okay. I thought that someone raised his hand.
I did, Sheikh.
Yes,
Faisal. Just wanted to, so this is not in the workbook, the main book, we have that list.
Yeah, the main book.
Inshallah. And just to share, I had to learn French as an adult. And that question of 80%, 20% actually came from there, because every language is somewhat similar. And so it is actually a very good strategy. Brother, we were talking about, like, 80-20. If we get the 80% down, that's a huge section, 4 out of 5.
Yes.
And that's there is a fair bit of memorization, that is true.
Yeah.
But mashallah, Dr. Antar, you're making so many resources that I personally was completely unaware of, and it is very helpful. So jazakallah khairan.
Alhamdulillah, may inshallah Allah accept from all of us, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair. Yeah, the strategies of the languages have got very much similar, because we are all humans, and the language is a human phenomena. And so we can build on these similarities when we learn another language. And that's why I'm keep like comparing between English and Arabic, although the big differences between them, but I try to just tell you that as this exists in English, we have something like that in Arabic. Okay, now let's read the selected ayat in the book, and then inshallah we will move on. So Kareem.
Okay, number 1, huwa mu'minun.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Okay. Humul mu'minun.
Yes, so these are two examples of the singular and the sound. صحيح؟ جمع المذكر السالم was واو والنون. مؤمنون. Okay, who would like to read number 3? Sheikh Qasim.
والكافرون هم الظالمون.
والكافرون هم الظالمون. So, mashallah, this sentence, all of it is in plural. So, what type of plural do we have here?
Sound masculine.
Sound masculine.
Yeah, sound masculine. That's right, with a waw nun. And here also with a waw nun, kafirun, zalimun. And in the middle we have the word they, hum. So all of this is in the plural. MashaAllah.
أولئك هم المفلحون.
أولئك هم المفلحون. At the first page of Surah Al-Baqarah. أولئك هم المفلحون. So which word has got the plural?
المفلحون.
المفلحون. And it is still sound, right? Okay. Who of the sisters would like to read number 5 and 6?
Yeah, I can read.
Yes.
Ulaika humul khasirun.
Yes. And the next one?
Inna haulai ladallun.
MashaAllah. لضالون. This is a longer mad here. And which words are plural?
Khasirun. Then dallun.
ضالون. And what type of plural is this?
It's a sound masculine plural.
Sound masculine, yes. Sound masculine. Okay. Okay, we will read the number 7, but we will skip it because in fact it does not have a word that is in the plural. It has got a verb that is in the plural, but we will not focusing on the verbs now. So Azhar, would you like to read number 7?
Ya Rabbi inna ulaika qaumun la yu'minun.
إن هؤلاء قوم لا يؤمنون. Yeah, subhanallah. إن هؤلاء قوم لا يؤمنون. So we have the waw and noon here, but it is not part of a noun. It is part of a verb.
Actually, I keep note on this to ask you the question which one will be the plural. Anyway, we got down.
Subhanallah. There is a plural word here, however, but I mean, it is the word qawm, but it is a collective noun. And we are not dealing also with collective nouns now. Okay, who would like to read number 8?
I can read.
Yes, please.
Go ahead, sister.
Okay. Inna Allah yuhibbul muhsinin.
Inna Allah yuhibbul muhsinin. Which word is in the plural?
Muhsinin is a sound masculine plural.
And what case?
Nasab or mansub or majroor. And
Mansub
here
or majroor. Yes, and here it is.
And here it is mansub.
Here it is mansub. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Al-muhsinin. Inna Allah yuhibbul muhsinin. Okay. Number 9. Who did not speak? Murad?
Okay, let me read it.
Yes.
وَمَا أَنَا مِنَ الْمُشْرِكِينَ.
Okay. Which word is the plural?
Mushrikeen.
And what type of plural?
Masculine plural.
What case?
This is mansub as well?
No. Yeah, so if it is a yanun, it is either mansub or majroor. Here it is what?
Okay, there is a preposition. So
there is a proposition, yeah.
so
Mean
it will be majroor. Yeah.
majrur. It is majrur. Yeah, mashallah. Okay, good. You see, this kind of training, this is important to do. Yeah. Next one, who would like to say that? I don't see your names on the screen, so I cannot just remember who spoke or who didn't speak. So I will leave it like yes.
I can do it.
Yes, Jihan.
وَعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ مَعَ الْمُتَّقِينَ.
Muttaqin. Which word did the plural?
مُتَّقِينَ.
That's right.
And it's masculine and it's accusative.
Accusative. Okay. Okay. So the word ma'a here means with, and this is a preposition.
Oh, it's a preposition, so it has to be genitive.
Which is majrur in Arabic.
Majrur, yes.
Okay, mumtaz. Okay, next
But
one.
From
Yes.
ina also we can see it is accusative or nominative. Sorry, accusative or genitive. Yes.
It is genitive because of the proposition. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه. So this is just an example for the singular الكتاب. Next one. So in fact this goes as one ayah. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين. So where is the plural in these two?
Muttaqin.
Muttaqin. So the same al-muttaqin here is al-muttaqin here. And it has got the preposition ma here, and it has got the preposition li here. So it is exactly the same. Kareem, number 13.
ذلك جزاء المحسنين.
So which word is the plural?
محسنين. So
Sound
it's plural.
yeah.
محسنين. It's plural sound. Yeah.
Plural sound. And with the yanun, it is either what or what?
Accusative or nominative.
Or genitive.
Genitive.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and here it is genitive. There is no proposition, but this is another way of making it genitive. Okay, is Saniha available to say number 4?
Brother, can you go back to that? How it is genitive?
Well, it is genitive because it is added in idafa. You remember when we said idafa, something belongs to someone?
Yes. Okay.
Which means something of something. So the doers of good. The doers of good.
Okay, got it.
We have there of like the door of the school, the book of Ahmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so number 18 is 14.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
Innal munafiqina fil dar fil asfal.
في الدرك الأسفل. So which word did the plural?
Munafiqina.
Munafiqina. That's right. What type of plural?
Is it masculine?
Masculine.
Sound plural.
Sound plural. Yes, that's right. Jazakumullah khairan. And the case here is accusative, mansub, because any word that comes after inna would be considered mansub. This is something also we'll learn later. Now, number 15, the last one. Huma fil ghar. Do we have a plural?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Which one?
It's dual.
It's dual. Yeah, these are dual.
Yes.
They are in ghar, but they here does not refer to a group. It refers to two, and if it refers to two, it is muthanna dual. Huma fil ghar. Okay, ممتاز. Now we have seen for the sound feminine, muslimat, and here we have the broken plural. So we have nafsun became nufus, as we have seen, or anfus. Alimun became ulama. Qalbun became qulub. So in fact, qalb and nafs rhyme together. Qalbun, nafsun, nufusun, qulubun. You can see that qalbun is exactly the same rhyming as nafsun. And the plural is the same. Nufus was all dhammas and qulub was all dhammas, right? The word well, the book considered it to be a broken plural, but the fact is that we just add alif and ta, just like the feminine sound, جمع المؤنث السالم, but we add a ha also to make it easy to pronounce. So rather than say ummat, we say ummahat, just for ease of pronunciation. So I would not consider it to be a broken plural. It is still like mujamma muannas salim, feminine sound, but it has a certain like addition to make it easy to pronounce. Others will consider it to be broken, no problem. Yes, Murad.
Very interesting thing, Sheikh. This Ummahat, we used to read Ummahatul Mu'minin. So now I understand, okay, that was used for the plural.
Yeah. So means mother. Ummahat would be the mothers. Ummahatul Mu'minin. So in fact, the word Ummahatul Mu'minin has got two plurals, right? Ummahatul Mu'minin. Ummahat al-Mu'minin. So the first one is Ummahat, which is female or broken. And the second one is al-Mu'minin, which has got the ya and nun. The believers. And remember, when we say the believers, we refer to all, like for men and women. That's why the male is used to refer to all. Ummahatul Mu'minin. But Muhammad, I have a special question for you. What case is the word al-Mu'minin?
Mu'minin? Mu'minin is either genitive or accusative.
So here, what do you think it is?
Because there is lam, does it make any?
No. So what is the meaning of Ummahatul Mu'minin?
Mothers of believers.
Mothers of believers. Does this of ring a bell?
Yes.
Idafa?
Idafa. Oh, okay.
This is the idafa. Because this is idafa, this would be majroor or genitive.
Genitive, okay.
Just because you asked about it.
Yes.
I have a question about the al-mu'minin. So it doesn't matter if ummahat is feminine. This is not noun adjective. So the al-mu'minin doesn't have to be in a feminine.
Yeah, no, because it is not saying the believing mothers. It says the mothers of the believers.
Okay.
Okay, so if you would like to say the believing mothers, then you say ummahat mu'minat. These are the believing mothers. Ummahat mu'minat. But ummahatul mu'minin, these are the mothers of the believers. So the word believers is noun and the word mothers is noun, and they are added together in idafa. Okay, so let's see the examples that we have here. Yeah, who would read number one?
I'll read. وَالْمُؤْمِنُونَ وَالْمُؤْمِنَاتِ بعضهم أولياء بعض.
Yeah. So والمؤمنون, the male believers, والمؤمنات, the female believers. Sound masculine, sound feminine. مذكر سالم, مؤنث سالم. Same thing, المؤمنين والمؤمنات, but in the accusative case. المسلمين والمسلمات, the long ayah that we have seen last time. المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات والصابرين والصابرات والصادقين 11 qualities, mashallah. I will just pick others that have got a jama' taksir. So we have here number 8. Who can read number 8?
Let me read it. Ashabul Jannati humul faizun.
Yes. Where are the plurals?
Faizun.
Faizun, yeah. And there is another one. Okay, so what is the meaning?
Ashabu?
Ashabu, the companions.
Ashab.
So the word ashabu is also plural, the companions of Jannah. So we know that al-faizun is sound, and ashab does not have any of these markers, so this is broken.
So the word ashab, the short form is sahab, is it?
You mean the singular?
The root.
Okay, sahaba, yeah, the
Sahaba,
sad,
okay,
the ha, the ba is the root.
Yeah.
And the singular is sahib. Okay. The last one, who can read the last one?
But just before that, quick question.
Yes.
Sahaba, we know that normally we say the companions of Prophet is Sahaba. Is that,
Yes.
I thought, is the plural, but you say
Okay.
Sahaba is the root. So
okay, so we have the word Sahaba, this is the root, okay? Then we have the word Sahib, which is a friend or a companion. And then Sahabi.
Okay, Sahabi.
Sahabi is another form of the singular, which means a close companion. Okay, the plural of Sahib is Ashab. The plural of Sahib here, Sahib. The plural is Ashab. The plural of Sahabi is Sahaba.
So because of the close friend, right? This is Sahaba, is the close friends.
Close companion, yeah.
Okay.
Close companion. So the word Sahaba, and some kinds of, they're also called Sahb. Sahb. This is also another plural of the word Sahaba. Sahbun.
Sorry, I think I caught somebody else. Sorry.
Yeah. So I think
I have one question, Sheikh, relevant to this Sahib and Ashab. So sometimes we call Sahibul Bait. So is it
the
different?
companion. So the word Sahib comes from the root Sahiba. Sahiba means to be with. Sahiba means to be with. So someone who is with you is your friend. Someone who is very close to you is your companion. Something that you are with all the time, then you are the owner of it.
That means Sahibul Bait means owner of the house.
Owner of the house.
Okay.
Yeah, you remember also we have the word Ashabul Jannah, which means the companions of the Jannah. This Jannah can be paradise, so people who enter paradise, but can also mean the people who own the garden in the dunya.
Okay. Exactly.
So we have Ashab al. We have the story of Ashab al what?
Ashab al-Kahf?
No, Ashab al-Jannah, I think. The word Ashab. So let's see in the Quran the word Ashab. Ashab al-Jannati, Ashab al-Nar, Ashab al-Aika. So Ashab al-Aika, the people of the tree. Ashab al-Hijr, the people who lived in the city called al-Hijr. Ashab al-Kahf, the young men who went to the cave. Ashab. Okay. Who reads last one?
Nahnu Ansarullahi.
Nahnu Ansarullahi. So we are the helpers of the cause of Allah. We are the supporters for the cause of Allah. So where is the plural?
Nahnu.
Yeah, this is the pronoun. We need a complete name.
Ansar.
Ansar. So Ansar looks like Ashab.
Ashab. Yeah.
Ashab, and then we have Ansar. They rhyme together, right? So if Ashab rhymes with Ansar, right? And the singular of Ashab is Sahib. What is the singular of Ansar?
Nasara.
Yeah, this is the root. Yeah.
Nasar, Nasar.
Nasir. That's right. Nasir. So Nasir, supporter. Nasara, to support somebody. Ansar would be the supporters. So we have al-Muhajirin wal-Ansar. Ahlul Medina, they are called Ansar. So Nasir, Sahib. Ansar, Ashab.
Sheikh, when you write Sahabi and then Sahaba, the plural, there's a ta marbuta at the end. Doesn't mean that it's a female, right?
No, it doesn't mean a female.
Okay.
Doesn't mean it's a female. In fact, we will see that one of the patterns of the broken plural is to add a ta marbuta. And it doesn't mean that it is female, it just means that it is a group of people who do this. So interestingly, we do not have the word like Nasiri, which means like Sahabi, except in the context if someone is a Nasrist. So you know Abdul Nasir, who was a ruler of Egypt. So there were like a political party that was then established, and the people who joined this party were called the Nasrists. So Nasiri. And then the plural would be Nasiriyun, which is just the sound plural. And as we said, this is just very limited context to this person who was, his name was Nasir. Okay. So we finished these two lessons that we spent some longer time in, but we needed to go through this. Next week, inshallah, we will have unit number 7, which has the attached pronouns. And if we have time, inshallah, we'll take also the prepositions, which we have already like covered many of them. So it will be easy, inshallah, for you because we have already covered them. And this leaves us with the last 2 units to finish our course. And this will have inna. You remember that we said any word that comes after inna will be in the accusative. We will talk about this in details, inshallah. And the last thing will be about idafa, which we also touched upon many times. So it will be, inshallah, easy for you. And by this, we finish the course. This means that we have 4 lessons, but we have 2 meetings remaining. And so, inshallah, we will end by the end of Ramadan. And this is just a previewing that next week we will have the attached pronouns, and I'm sure they will be easy for you because you have already seen many of them, and the prepositions, and you have also seen many of them. And the week after, we will deal with inna and the idafa, which you have already also been introduced to. That's why we will, inshallah, continue introducing more patterns of the broken plural as we go on, inshallah.
Sheikh, when is the exam?
Okay, here is the good news. I decided not to make an exam. Okay, what do you think about that? Okay, is this good news or bad news?
Good news.
This is sort of a Eid gift.
Eid gift, mashallah.
Inshallah, you're gonna get a lot of sweets.
It is
give me a lot of
Ramadan special.
Okay, so there is no test. It is enough the work that you are doing and that you are consistent in sending your homework and doing your workbook. Inshallah, all of you who have attended the classes will be promoted to the higher level, inshallah, Rabbil Alameen. And as you say,
lot of food for Sheikh. Okay, don't forget. After Eid.
we can, inshallah, celebrate after Ramadan together. So there is no test, and it is open to you to do the workbook, but the homework, please do the homework and be consistent with the homework, because this will help you through the coming.
So we're gonna have a homework this time?
Yes, that's why I'm just waiting to ask you, what do you think your homework would be?
So that three rule, broken plural rule, maybe
Excellent.
one
Yeah.
from this rule.
Yeah. So we have three patterns.
Three patterns. Yes.
The three patterns. We need three examples.
Three examples.
Okay. So examples, so you know that these are broken plural and they are following the pattern number 1 or pattern number 2 or pattern number 3. And if you add to tell me what case is the word, is it fa'il or is it marfu or majrur or mansub, this will help. And the markers for this is the default, the dhamma, the fatha, the kasra. Yes, Murad, you're raising your hand.
No, I think it is just raised. I do not see that. I think it was the earlier one. It's not able. I'm not able to remove that.
No problem. So inshallah, I will send you also in the group the homework, a reminder of the homework. You have already got the link for the dictionaries page. Please go and try to explore and have your own adventure with the dictionary and to get more and more and to learn more and more, and then to compare and to see why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used this form in this ayah and didn't use this form in that ayah, and what difference does it make, and then read the tafsir around it and get gifted with the knowledge that you get, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. See you inshallah next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Sheikh, please upload that recording because I missed some first part of it.
Okay, I will inshallah upload it.
Assalamu alaikum.
Sheikh, where did you get the charts for the